Have you ever looked at your dog and thought, is my baby spoiled? There's a difference between loving your dog and letting them become the boss, and unfortunately, some of us are on the edge. Maybe they refuse to eat unless their food is warmed up, or they've claimed the entire bed and left you with the edge. We all adore our dogs and their family, but at some point, pampering crosses into full-blown spoiling, and things start to shift. Suddenly, they're running the household, choosing the walk route, turning their nose up at kibble, and making us feel guilty for daring to go out without them. In this video, we're looking at 10 signs your dog might be more than just loved, they might be spoiled. Let's find out who's really in charge in your home. Sign number 1. You give up your space for them. Let's be honest, if you've ever clung to the edge of your own bed or couch while your dog sprawled out like royalty, you're not alone. They start by curling up next to you, and before you know it, you're sleeping like a question mark while they enjoy full mattress rights. It doesn't matter if you've bought them the fluffiest dog bed. If your bed is comfier, they'll take it and you'll let them. That's love. But it's also a clear sign that your pup's in charge of the seating plan. Sharing space is one thing, letting your dog kick you off your own sofa is another. If your dog's comfort always comes before yours, it's time to admit they're probably a bit spoiled. Sign number 2. Feeding your dog only what they fancy. We've all done it. They sniff the bowl, give you that look, and walk away like they've been served prison food. So what do? You cave, then bring out the fancy food they love, and suddenly they're gobbling it down like royalty at a buffet. It starts small, a treat here, a special topping there, but before you know it, your dog refuses to eat anything that isn't their favorite. They've figured out the trick. If they turn their nose up, you'll bring out the good stuff. Yes, dogs can have preferences, but when they are running the kitchen like Gordon Ramsay, it's time to take a step back. A healthy dog won't starve. Stay consistent, mix in their favorites gradually, and keep the control on your side of the bowl. Sign number 3. You give in to their tantrums. You tell them no, and suddenly it's like you've broken their heart. The barking starts, the whining follows, and then there's the gentle paw tap that somehow feels more persuasive than a full-on lecture. Sound familiar? Dogs are smart, very smart, and just like toddlers, they quickly learn which buttons to press. If throwing a little tantrum gets them that treat, that walk, or that seat on the sofa, you can bet they'll keep doing it. The problem is that every time you give in, you reinforce the drama. Here's the trick. When you ignore the drama and reward calm over time, they'll realize that calm behavior gets them what they want, not theatrical meltdowns. It's tough, we know, but stick with it. Sign number 4. Always sharing your food. You sit down with your plate and suddenly there's a nose resting gently on your knee. The stare begins. It's soft at first, but quickly turns into full-blown puppy eyes with a hint of guilt trip. Before you know it, some of your dinner has somehow made its way into their mouth. If your dog gets a taste of your food before you do, or knows exactly when a snack is about to accidentally fall off your fork, that's not just good timing. That's a spoiled dog. The trouble is, most human food isn't safe for dogs. Too much salt, spices, or sneaky ingredients like garlic and onion can cause health problems. Instead of handing over your dinner, try giving them a healthy dog treat while you eat. Sign number 5. You give treats on demand. If your dog knows exactly which pocket holds the treats, how many are left, and what flavor they are, you've officially been scanned. And if they whine, stare, or gently paw at you until the goodies come out, congratulations, because your dog's got the system on lock. Treats are meant to be rewards, not a right. When you hand them out just because they look cute or ask nicely, you're training them to expect treats for doing absolutely nothing. That can lead to begging, fussing, or even ignoring commands. Why bother if the snacks are guaranteed? To fix this, flip the script. Treats should celebrate good behavior like sitting on cue, coming when called, or calmly waiting their turn. Make them earn it, and they'll respect it. Sign number 6. Buying them gifts every time you leave. You grab your keys and they give you the look, the sad eyes, the dramatic sigh, maybe even a little whimper as you head out the door. It tugs at your heart and suddenly you're picking up a toy or treat on your way home to show you're sorry you left. It's sweet, but here's the catch. If you do it often enough, your dog starts to expect it. You walk in empty-handed one day and they look genuinely disappointed. Maybe they sulk or throw a mini protest in the form of ignored greetings or overturned slippers. There's nothing wrong with treating your dog now and then. Just don't let gifts become the norm. Swap the new toy for a game of fetch or a walk around the block. Attention means more than items, and it helps your dog value your presence, not just your presence. Sign number 7. You dress them up unnecessarily. This time, your dog is not the problem, you are. It starts with a cute jumper in winter, then a bow tie for birthdays. Next thing you know, your dog has more outfits than you do, including one for lounging and another for popping out to the park. Here's the thing. Your dog doesn't care about fashion. They'll wear what you give them because they love you, not because they want to be stylish. And while a jacket for cold weather makes sense, all the extra costumes and accessories are usually more for us than for them. Too many outfits can make your dog uncomfortable. Tight fits, itchy materials, or clothes that limit movement can turn pampering into frustration. If your dog looks more dressed up than relaxed, it might be time to give their wardrobe a breather. Sign number 8, you let them run the walk. Walks are supposed to be a chance for your dog to stretch their legs, burn off energy, and get a bit of mental stimulation. But if your dog decides when you leave, where you go, how fast you walk, and when to stop, then who's walking who? A spoiled dog often takes full control. They'll pull in their desired direction, stop when they feel like it, and ignore your pace completely. You're just there to hold the lead. It might seem harmless, but letting them call the shots on every walk reinforces the idea that they're in charge, which can spill into other behaviors too. You don't have to turn the walk into a military drill, but gently setting boundaries helps. Vary the route, set the pace, and guide the walk. They'll still have fun. Sign number 9, they start ignoring commands. You say sit and they blink at you. You say come here and they walk the other way. Or worse, they pause, think about it, and decide no. If your dog only listens when they feel like it, chances are they've learned they're the boss. It's usually a sign that they've figured out the rules are optional. Maybe they know you'll eventually give in, or they've never had to take commands seriously in the first place. It's funny at first, but it can become a real problem, especially when obedience is about safety, like crossing roads or dealing with other dogs. The solution is to keep it simple and consistent. Praise them when they listen and ignore the drama when they don't. With patience, your dog will learn that following commands is always worth it. Sign number 10, you take them everywhere. If you plan holidays around pet-friendly hotels, skip events because they can't come, or cancel plans altogether because they give you sad eyes, your dog might be running the show. We get it. It's lovely to include them in adventures when you can. But if every outing, trip, or decision revolves around your dog's comfort, it could be a sign that they've gone from companion to full-on VIP. Dogs can learn to be okay with some alone time. It helps build their independence and confidence. Constant togetherness can make them clingy or anxious when they finally have to be alone. So bring them along when it makes sense, but also teach them that staying home is sometimes part of life. You'll both benefit in the long run. How many signs did your dog tick off? You see, there's absolutely nothing wrong with loving your dog to bits, but a little balance goes a long way. Setting gentle boundaries can actually make them feel more secure, not less loved. If you enjoyed this one, wait until you see the 15 signs your cat sees you as their parent. There's real science behind it. Click over and watch next.